Let's say a pleasant welcome to this Monday, the midway point of the month, obviously the 7th month of the year. We're into July. I'd love to welcome you to another presentation of Sports Talk. My name is Ben Garba. I'm sitting alongside Chris Walker. Newlywed man. We've gone halfway through the ceremony already, and we're going to finally dot the I's and cross the T's on next Saturday. Can you confirm that?
It is confirmed, Ben, and it's a pleasant way to be back on the program. So, talking about my own private life and personal achievement, I think it is good to settle down. So, we did the traditional over the weekend, and Saturday will be the big one where we will be going to the church, and I'll be taking my bride home and signing some legal document.
You have to sign the legal document. So you're now the owner of a one whole human being.
Yes, so I will have to sign my legal document. But it's a good thing having a family legally. It's a good thing, and this is why we come out and we work for. So you have to work for the family, the kids, and it was a great moment over the weekend. And I'd like to say my sympathy to you for the loss of your grandmother. While I was celebrating, he was in tears, and I feel so sorry. But this is life. We were born to enjoy and die. The good old book said it. There is a time and season for everything.
Yeah.
Every man will come and he will go. So my sympathy and condolence to the Gakpa family, including you, my good friend and brother, Ben Gakpa.
So how do you appreciate, I think it was a wonderful time there. It was not so much about grief because grandma was 94. 94 years old. She really lived, and say thank you to everyone. But again, this is sports talk, not to carry you away. Today's Monday. It's the first day of the week, first edition of this week of the program. We've got lots of things on our plate, footballing wise. We've got the National Third Division playoffs currently ongoing. We are pushing the last 8, the quarterfinal stage. And after that stage, 4 teams will reach the semis. And those 4 teams will converge on Gumpa or Ganta City there in Nima County, where we will decide, or where the 3 teams that will play in the second division next season will be decided. A lot of teams are on course, but I think we pretty much have the Magibi Derby coming up soon between Susa and Wentan, as we have, I think, Cheta and somebody from Sando County. It was a Sando Derby play at JE Green pitch there. We'll get the results for you. We'll discuss that. We're live in Sando, Greenville City, to be very specific, to speak to Kingsley Horace, who have been corresponding from that end with respect to the National Third Division playoffs. We're also going to talk to regular Nathaniel Topa. He's a KMTV reporter in that part of the country there in Ganta, Nima County. He's going to come on as well to discuss the prospects of the Nima team in this year's edition of the Third Division playoff. Away from that, we've got Monserrado District League, which is ongoing. It pretty much serves as a pre-season, for most of our players in both first, second, third division leagues, especially those that are playing first and second division football, to get them in shape, get them in form for the league season that is just under 2 months away from kickoff across Liberia. So we'll talk about that also. We'll talk about the results and so forth in the groupings. And then most importantly, it's just on 2 years since the first beach soccer league was launched. That competition featured 5 teams. It was played successfully. Sinker Beach Soccer Club won the inaugural edition of the Beach Soccer League. Few months after, the second league will commence, and they found themselves in pole position on yesterday after thrashing New Generation by 7 goals to 2. That result confirmed that they will be back-to-back champions of the Liberia Beach Soccer League 2024. The closer we can get to that will be to get to talk to Clarence Lee Chair. He's going to come on as well. He is the LFA Beach Soccer coordinator. Some gains have been made, we understand, but he's closest and he's going to explain why the gains that have been made, why the prospects going forward for one of the newest sports in the country. My name is Ben. As always, Chris is going to be here with me. We're going to come back and talk with you right after this break, but it promises to be a fascinating, very fascinating edition, especially having our panelists and football experts on to discuss on this platform. Stay there if you can. So many thanks, viewers. We are back. Jar M. Sherman is also watching as he paid tributes to Chris Walker, who's going to be getting married on Saturday, and he also extends condolences to me as well. Thank you, Jar, a very regular viewer of the program Sports Talk. Where do we start? Firstly, the competition, the more or less serves as a pre-season one for most first and second division clubs at about this level. Let's check some of the results that have been coming in lately. On today, there's been 2 matches at the, what's the pitch?
Tusat pitch in Garnersville.
Yeah, in Barnesville later on today. I'm just trying to see the results that came in on the 15th. Okay, those are the results you see in there on your screen. Early game, kickoff time at 2 p.m. It finished District 2-0, District 11-0.
District 11 is the defending champions.
Yeah, so the defending champions have been held by District number 2. That's a big result. Big result.
Very big
for
result.
District 2. And then in the late kickoff later on today, I see the District 12 winning against neighbors District 13 by 2-1. And Robin Hinen of CC United and Abraham Kawa of Global Farmer.
No, Abraham Kawa is of Sano NP.
Sano NP.
It's his big brother that's played for Global Farmer, Madia Kawa.
Okay. I just got confused with the Kawa name. So Robin Hinen and Abraham Kawa, both of them scored for District 12 as they beat District 13. Ulungo was scored by Nicholas Andrew. Let's check other results away from that Zone 1 and see what was it like. Do have results from Zone 2. I'm just trying to check on the computer from this stage. Okay.
There you go.
So results on yesterday at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium on Sunday. 4 goals in the opening match between District 8 and 9. If in District number 8, 3, District 9, 1. That is another massive result. I say so because District 9, as always, have got ambition to win this competition. But they were well beaten yesterday in a Zone 3 clash. And in the late game, District number 7 suffered a 4-1 humiliation in Asalan in front of their representative, Honorable Emmanuel
And
Dan.
he has invested hugely into that team. And if you look at the pairing, you look at the zone, I think everyone in our group should be having 3 points by now, because district number 7 won the first game against district number 8.
Yeah.
It was, I think, 4 goals to 1. And district number 8 and district number 10 played. Is it district? District 10 and district 9.
Yeah.
District 9 won district 10. So district 9.
I mean, it's wide open.
It's an open zone now.
Wide open in zone 3. All 4 teams can still qualify. That makes it very interesting. But you wouldn't believe, I mean, Terry Sacco, national team player, got his first goal against Sao Tome and Principe weeks ago, was on the score sheet for district number 7. But
their goal.
That didn't stop them from losing. They were totally undressed in front of their supporters. I mean, the situation of the ATS is red in district number 7, in the heart of district number 7, in front of their lawmaker, in front of the majority of their supporters. They were well beaten. You have to say credits, big credits, to district number 9.
Yeah, big credit to district number 10. They actually pulled their hats off against a strong side coached by Sam Chipley. Imagine, that's what I'm saying. District number 7, the representative invested so much into this team, bringing Sam Chipley out of the district to come and coach the team. And there were some fans who are not satisfied with the selection of players. According to them, they brought players to the district who do not live in the district. So they are disenchanted. But if you look at that team, from goalkeeper to attack, it is a complete team. You have the legs of Philip Pan and all playing for that team. So the team is complete. To have them undressed in their own backyard, that shows that District 10 came out and played the house out. And this is what you need to see in such a tournament, that people can come out. You cannot say this is just an honor door. In District 7, they just entered the District League. So that momentum, that euphoria is still there. The people, they stay in that spirit. So coming to see the district team losing, it was so frustrating for them. But I hope they can reconsolidate in their last match. And I know that will be so interesting. The last matches in that group. It will be so.
It comes out in a matter of days' time. But I check the results on Saturday, on the 13th of July. The Anthony Tubman Stadium was a venue where District 14 played District number 17. They played out to a 0-0 draw. Whole day, there were only one goal, and that goal was scored by District number 16's Patrick Dwyer. Okay, the former Freeport man scored the lone goal as his side beat District 15 by a single goal to 0. All the matches in Zone 4 of the competition. We're going to have the time to check the results that came in on the 12th of July on Friday. We were in short of goals on Friday. Goals were plenty. 5 in particular. District 5 defeated District 3 by 3 goals to Loft. Wow. Tennis, that's how you call tennis school. 3 Loft. Sorry. 3-0. But 3 goals to 0. And then District 6 defeated District 4 by 2 goals to 0. Franklin Marva was on the score sheet, and so was Moses, Frederick, and Terry Wonton, for district number 5. Elsewhere, for number 6, Prince Farley and Alex Reeves, both of them scoring. Well, how do we see it going there?
I think it's going in the favor of district number 6. I think it's the second game they won. And they have been one district that have had lots of talent, big players. The last district league, to qualify from the group stage was difficult. The people expected much from them, having the likes of Ketu Jebo, likes of Eugene Swen, Fasilo Logan, Elijah Clark, but they were unlucky to actually take the tournament by storm like Spain did. So now, yeah, I must be, yeah, they was unlucky. You came with lots of big stars and you just couldn't. So now they are winning games. Hope they can continue on that footing. But this district league, I tell you, by the time we reach the last games in the group and you go to the quarterfinal, semi-final, you will see more and more things trooping in. The momentum will overgrow because people are hungry to see Liberian football since the league closed. People are hungry to see Liberian football. And with all of the news around, the players themselves, they want to come and show out themselves and put them in shape before going to the team. But in that group, it promises to be very interesting on the last day.
Having said so, let's remind ourselves from results that came in on Thursday on the 11th from Tusat Field. Tusat Field was the venue. 2 matches. District 2 were held by District 1. 1-1 the final score. William Cadman scored for 2, and for District 1, William Gibson. Liberia International was also targeted elsewhere. 6 goals in the late kickoff between the defending champions 11 and 13. I've got to mention it was a brace from Benjamin Doe. The list guy.
Yeah, Benjamin Doe got a brace, and Otalis
CA from Ghana FC was on the score sheet. And there was one for Jairus Holmes as well. But those 2 consolation goals for District 13 were scored by Nicola Andrews and Coco Ray, where the champions obviously making a strong intent of defending the title they won exactly last year at this same time by scoring 4 times in their opening fixture, even though in the second game they were held to a draw, but they still found themselves in good position to progress to the next stage of the competition, Chris.
Ben, a coach once said to me when I was actively playing, to be a champion is not the hardest thing, but to defend that championship is the most difficult thing. As a manager and as a player, you should have that, because once you are the champions, everyone coming against you will come so high. Everyone want to win the champion, because if you beat the champion, your name is like. If you beat an unrated team, no one really think about that. So to be a champion and defend that championship is the more hardest thing. You cannot be a champion you fought. At the end of the day, you win a championship. But that foreign season to defend the championship is difficult. That's why Pep Guardiola, coaches who win trophy back to back, I respect them, because your team is under so much pressure. Everyone coming to you, they want to bring you down. Once you are up, you are the one they want to bring down, and they want to go up. And if you can maintain, so for district number 11, winning, drawing a game, that shows the strength of a champion.
Simply, I will use one word that shows character. And I'll borrow that from Rafael Benitez, former Liverpool coach. I mean, to win, beginning with a win, convincing one, and then a draw on March the 2, that shows character. Congratulations, District 11. Let's take the last round of results, which was on the opening day of the campaign, March the 1. Results from Wednesday, the 10th of July at the Antonio Tottenham Stadium. Goals were plenty on the opening day, 10 goals in particular. And I've have to mention we had lots of scorers on the score sheet, including Yaya Bedete, who helped his side to win district number 10 by 3-1. It was a nervy contest. Bedete struck first. I was inside the venue to see that one, and I saw District 11 equalize through Junior Johnson. But Clement Zuba of Mother Barrow was scored twice to help its side to win by 3-1. In the late kickoff, goals rain for District 7 as they thrashed District 8 by 4-1. Terry circled with a brace. The same scoreline that got beaten, over the weekend. That's what they started with 7. So like I said, this group is wide open. All 4 teams can still qualify. It's going to boil down, I think, to
Head-to-head?
goal scores, head-to-head, goal difference, and stuff like that.
And so that's why I said this group is open, and to qualify from this group, you will have to play out your hearts. Your technicians will have to be very smart. The players will have to give all they can, because looking at a group, even if you draw and someone win on the other side, we look at head to head, look at the points and whatsoever. So everyone on the final day will be going for a win. So that means it will be very tight, very, very tight on the last day. So in that group, I'm hoping District 7 can qualify, but the group is so open that you can not just predict who will qualify, because no one expected District 7 to go down to District 10.
I mean, but that kind of score line,
And I hope the LFA will see reason to play the game simultaneously.
It will be played simultaneously.
Because if you look at
so many venues, okay, it will be played
because
simultaneously.
we are not short of venue in Maserati.
No, we are in short of venue. Okay, we've got the ATS, the Tucson field. We've got the SKD practice space. We even get the SKD sports complex, which might come into use if need be.
Even Barak Young Controller field, even though it's being dedicated to the youth, but probably because of this and the games are in this group and they're being played ATS, so we just move one game to the blue field.
I agree with you. That's how it would be. I mean, that's the standard of football. So talking about the district league, there are 2 more other fixtures on tomorrow as we come closer to the end of the second round of matches. The SKD Sports Complex practice pitch right outside there will be in use on tomorrow. 2 p.m. game, you have District 17 up against Neighbors District 16. And the big one is at 4 p.m. at the same venue when District 15 play host to District 14. My name is Ben Gagba. I love to acknowledge everyone who's following up. The subcommittee chair there in Lofal County, Amos Badia, is also following. He pays tribute to Chris Walker on the occasion of getting wedded. And the big one, like you said, is on Saturday. Elijah Real Support is also following. He's impressed with the program. And Wachen Hammond, coach, female coach, okay, who's just completed her special CAF lesson C, is also following. So we'd love to say welcome to everyone. Don't forget our key conversation tonight. It comes from beach soccer, and Clarence Leachie, coordinator of beach soccer, will provide our analysis and look at the prospects and the challenges to the second ever beach soccer league that is about to close next weekend. I understand there will be the closing ceremony. The champions, will be crowned following their 7-2 demolition of New Generation as they retained their crown. As Chris said, I mean, winning the title once is not as difficult as retaining the title. They're currently on 22 points, okay? 4 better than the nearest challenger, Blackman Warriors Beach Soccer Club. So that means that they cannot be caught with 1 match to end the campaign. So we'll have Clarence Lee cheer on. But first, though, we can talk about the ongoing National Third Division playoffs.
But Ben, just before we go to the Third Division playoff, there is this argument around town at the various stadiums about why national team players are playing into the district league. It should be used for people who are unseen. So if you reach national team level, you should give it out to the kids coming or those who are not regular with the first division team and whatsoever. But there are others who are saying they're based in the district. So why would you want to deprive them of the right of representing the district?
For me, I see it differently. I just think it's a district competition and everyone deserves or reserves the right to play or not to play. I don't think they should have and then restriction. If there be restriction, then the restriction should be on competitions like the county meet. That's what I believe. But the district competition, until our football can develop at a certain level where we can have clubs being able to sponsor or to get trips to play pre-season friendlies as much as they can before the new league season starts.
But why would
I think these matches have been used to keep the players fit. So we can't put too much restriction on it. If we want to put restriction on it, then it will be like a line, maybe footballing commitment or footballing, maybe fundamental philosophy to overshadow common sense. And on the top of it, common sense is the bedrock of all the laws we make. All the laws we make, they come from common sense. Now, we don't have competition after our leagues have ended. We are not able to arrange friendlies with clubs in Ghana, Nigeria, Mali, and so forth, Mauritius and Mauritania. So because of that, we use these, competition to keep our players fit. So if you say we should have restriction on it, it means that our top quality players, for our level in the first division on the national team, they are going to be other competition, not playing a match rustic before even the league starts. That's my view. I may not be right.
And I think I share a similar view with you. And if you look at this, in time past, or even when our league starts, you notice the league will be very slow. Players will not be up to task until the second phase or the end of the first phase, because players do not do their personal training. They wait for clubs, and the clubs themselves do not go on pre-season like that. Unlike now, you have the Pinsville Cup, you have few off-season tournament coming up. The Serbia keep them in shape. Now, I'm hearing the Borough Cup will kick off in August. We hope that pay out for Global Farmer and the people of the Borough of Nuku Town, because it's my understanding that will be supported by the Borough of Nuku Town to have the Borough Cup, because since football left T12, they haven't seen the big clubs. So before the season can start, they want to bring majority of the big clubs to play off-season. But I think it is good to have these off-season tournaments to keep the players in shape, and you can see the league at that level.
Hillary B. Johnson is following us, and so is Ambassador B. Tokpat Jr. We'll also say thank you for following us, and we follow in progress with the National Third Division playoff. Amazing FC are doing an amazing thing in these playoffs. Champions of the Montserrat Third Division, where it is from the head office that Ambassador Eric B. Tokpat is following us. Congratulations to you, Eric D. Ray Saki. I know you're also following us. He has a news on our platform that the coach of the Liberia national team has resigned. I'm not too aware of your information, but if he does, we're going to discuss the conversation. Marcus Bale Dunda is a Liberian following from Kigali. They're all the way there in, what's that, Rwanda?
Rwanda.
Yeah. Kigali, yeah, Rwanda. We have a couple of Liberian students there, most of them sports journalists, who are studying. Gerard Mongol is there. Quite recently, Joe Vincent is just joining there. So let's say good afternoon or good evening to you, Marcus Bale Dunda, and to you, Maurice Vincent. Good evening as well. A couple of the friends also, Momo Kane is following live from India in Punjab. Let's say thank you so much, Momo Kane. I think he used to work with the Liberia Land Authority. He's an engineer, by profession. I should know him personally. Thank you so much for following our platform. Clarence Leacher is still in queue. I think we'll table the third division playoff because we have to have Kingsley Horace on hand and Emmanuel, that's Nathaniel Tokpat, as we discussed the progress. So at this juncture, we can bring in Clarence Lee Chie, who has a CAF B certificate. Former Visible 11 coach, got his degree or his coaching certificate, most of them in Ghana.
He came Liberia with The computer. That's the IE coach with the computer.
The IE coach with the computer. Let's say welcome. This is Intel Sports.
Thank you, gentlemen. Can you hear me?
What do you have to say, Chris Walker?
What's the computer?
Just have me informed.
Me took the computer.
You used to be on the touchline with a computer. Can you confirm or deny that?
That's true, man. But that's a myth.
Just a joke. He was just cracking.
I know that's a joke, a good joke.
You come a little bit dead. I think you got to dress a little closer to that upper part.
I said just a little bit. It's just a joke, man. It's not true.
I'll provide pictures. So what's up? What's up?
One time on the training ground, where used to be the everywhere the visible park now, and I was teaching at the school, yeah, and I have to go get my student test. So I took my laptop right after the training. I sat down on one of the Kubo shop and started preparing my questions. So all the guys said, "Oh, the question with laptop, how the laptop need that escalator or whatever."
I know they just want to pull your legs over and so forth. But let's say welcome to this presentation of
Thank you so much.
Intel Sports program, the sports talk. I think this is the second time also appearing on this platform. You care to give us an update of the second edition of the Beach Soccer League? I'm just trying to make my way to production room so that they can show for us what the table and the results on yesterday look like, because it is based upon those that our conversations are being threaded on today. And I think the production manager for this edition of the program, Rufus Morbat, will check it up and do for us the needful. We need to look at the table, how it looks like. I can see from my computer here that Single Beach Soccer Club are on top with 22 points. Their nearest challenger do have 18, but for the benefit of the viewers or I think the table has to come on the screen. And there were two matches on Sunday. New Generation losing 7-2 to the defending champions who retained their league title. And Blackman Warriors kept up with the pace against the Bananville Raiders for 3-0 victory, but not sufficient enough to catch Sinker BSC. BSC, for the benefit of our viewers, is Beach Soccer Club. They couldn't catch the Beach Soccer Club. So this is the table. This is how the table looks like after 9 rounds of matches. We're going to play 10 to be specific. And you see that the leaders, Sinker champions, okay, how do you call it? Champions elect? Yeah, the champions elect have a 4-point cushion on top of Blackman Warrior. Soccer ambassadors, okay, on 18, and then Blackman Warriors are in third. Obviously, they cannot catch Sinker, and then 2 other teams at the bottom. But let's check the results from yesterday between New Generation and Sinker BSC and Bananville Raiders and Blackman Warriors. 2 games, 2 scores, 2 winning results on yesterday, Sunday, where New Generation losing 7-2 to Sinker, the eventual champions. They were pegged back at 1-1 Sinker at one stage of the game before they will go to score 6 more other times to take an unassailable advantage. So they are the results from yesterday's matches. New Generation BSC 2, Sinker BSC 7, a result that confirmed their back-to-back titles. And then Bananville Raiders nil, Blackman Warriors 3.
Bravo Raiders, Bravo Raiders.
Bravo Raiders. Okay, so at this point, let's now bring in Clarence Lee Chie. Clarence, there are still challenges, but I know somehow you've made some sort of significant strides.
Yes, thank you, Ben, and thank you, Chris, for the opportunity. First of all, I want to use the medium to say a big thank you to the Liberian Football Association administration, the president, Mr. Raji, the vice presidents, executive committee members, and the technical director and the technical department, the secretary as well. I mean, everybody been instrumental one way or the other The tax was given where there was no light for one to go through, but with the passion and the cooperation today, Liberia Beach Soccer can be spoken about. I think I know one of the journalists that showed us something from the Beach Soccer World, African Beach Soccer website. The Secretary General of the African Beach Soccer Union will praise two countries, Liberia and Nigeria, for reporting on time with the beach soccer activity. So that alone can tell you that beach soccer in Liberia beyond the border. And we look forward to doing better. As we come to the league have been very, very much fun, tough. The players, especially, they have improved. Firstly, because we were happy with the park at the PHP park, the new vacation park. I want to say a big thank you to the management for giving us the opportunity to use that facility and to expose our players. The league have been very competitive. The referee have been on time, on top of their game, and we've been having a smooth, good atmosphere into the game. It's just that competition. Somebody have to become champion. And yesterday, from the matches we saw the results, Cinco, the defending champion, have been declared again champion because nobody can reach 22 points. So their next rival then have 18-18. If they win 3 points, they'll be going to 21. So Cinco has been declared champion. And on Sunday we'll be climaxing the league. We'll have other matches, so we'll be looking at the running up there from Sunday match.
This is the second edition of the Beach Soccer League. You started now. This is the second edition. What have been some of the gains, or let's look at what have been some of your hurdles into beach soccer? Probably one may say a new sport that people are not used to. What have been the hurdles first before we come to the success?
It's our publicity. We really need a massive publicity because we started a league late. Everything have to pass through a system, and the system sometimes drag, and the weather is not waiting for the system, so we have to work according to the weather. But I think one of our hurdles we have was the publicity. We never have massive publicity. But God being a good God, to where we took the league, there are a lot of people. It's a crowd pulling area, so people have started getting or started focusing on giving law for the game. There's certain Labadin guys, there are 7 in numbers, they always are beat soccer match. You don't miss it. There are 4 Indians guys always on the other side. So I think the venue also helped us to start gaining more momentum. But our biggest hurdle was the publicity. What we needed the publicity to be done, it was not done, but we give God the glory for everything.
I think Clarence sounds just low, and I think he has to come a little bit closer, to that telephone or laptop you're using so that we get a better audio for the benefit of our viewers out there.
Yeah,
This is Sports Talk on Intel Sports. My name is Ben. Chris Walker is sitting not more than 3 feet away from me. This is the first presentation of the week on this platform. Welcome everyone. You can do so by just logging onto Facebook and going looking for Intel Sports. It's a live program that comes your way Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We start at 7 straight up to 8:30. It's about 90 minutes. We have this is 270 minutes for you in a week. So this is the first of 90. We are sitting together, Chris and myself. Clarence Lee Che, LFA Lesson B coach. It's our guest. He happens to be the coordinator of beach soccer in Liberia. Of recent, you had an interview, with the guys from Barcelona, okay, where they recommended you for the bold step taken in developing beach soccer. Aside from that, what other conversation you guys had?
Firstly, they were impressed with the manner in which we started to coordinate beach soccer. They never thought it would come the level. So the first of all, they gave us the kudos, they praised us for beach soccer. And they gave 1 or 2 information to rectify immediately in the beach soccer league. At times there were 1 or 2 late mistakes, especially for the first and second matches, where when it's a free kick, the players sometimes want a bit of war. But the rule says the goalkeeper should see the ball and the kicker too should see both the ball and the goalpost. So we cop into that, and they also commented us on that. And they are encouraging us to continue because after the league, We have to play the tier league, then we will be having some compensation from them, also from FIFA. But so far so good. They are happy with the league, the organization, the good atmosphere. So I mean, they was happy. I mean, they couldn't believe that Liberia could have hosted a big soccer league or play big soccer league to reach this far.
And Clarence, how do you think beach soccer can contribute to Liberia's national football identity? How can this add to what the Liberia Football Association is doing?
Or there are many ways. There are many ways good flavor can be added to what we are doing. First of all, the press. We are very important. You need to take the game to the people. The more you talk about the game, the more the people will come in, both by televising the game live, commentating the game live, having a lot of posters out in the community, pulling people to the venue, also improving the venue because the sitting capacity there is another challenge. So, but people are getting interested into the game, especially the players. So, if we put our mind into it, from the technical department, make some selection for the formidable national team, and maybe who knows, play one or two international friendly, it will grab more attention. As we speak right now, Ghana Black Shark, the coordinators, they are thinking about coming to Liberia anytime to play. In-time pass, Morocco Center, or invitation to come to play, but we know how to venue. So the unification park is an ideal area, but if we can improve it, talk to the management, the LFA through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, talk to the management who can have some sitting capacity that I think we want to play some international friendly. I think B soccer can grow from that level to another good level.
So, what do we tend to benefit having had, our first consecutive, back-to-back league campaigns, and obviously this is a sport that is run by the world governing body, FIFA. It's the first time we're playing it for the last, if you like, 15, 16 months or so. So, what are our benefits? What do Liberia tend to benefit if we continue on this path of playing beach soccer, regularly in a year? Like for example, now we should be running to our third, national league season.
We stand to benefit our things. First of all, we stand to benefit the international recognition that beach soccer is well played in Liberia. We stand to benefit to play international to participate in international competition. One is going on now in Niger, but we started late. We don't have a national team now. And also stand to benefit some subvention from FIFA because FIFA put money into it. They want for the game to grow. So there are a lot of benefits into the game.
So, when do we expect to have a national team? Like you
Are you
said,
there?
yes,
Yeah.
you talk about a national team, we don't have one. As head of beach soccer,
Family?
what
Your bro-
You're not getting him. He talking about as head of beach soccer. When do we? How soon are we to have a national team? Because you talk about Morocco wanting to play us in the friendly and Ghana and stuff like that. So when do we have a national team that we are able to compete with other nations out there?
Well, we have missed one or two selection in every match play. We have been looking at the players, referee, especially the fourth referee, always looking at the players, giving the report. I have some technical guys around who also looking to watch the best players, and we look at the video shooting as well. So we make some selection. We're going to submit that list to the technical director, who will send it to the technical committee, and they're going to make a decision as to whether it can be the starting point of a national team. Because we have somebody who is the top scorer. I mean, he has repeated himself. He has repeated himself. Last season, the first edition was the top scorer. This season, also the top scorer. Nobody can reach close to him. One Watkins from soccer. We have the MVP also in the making. He trying to prove himself as from his first league, who have played all the quarters. And then the day that he sat down to go and rest, the end of the period, rather, because there are three periods 12, 12, 12 minutes. He has never sat down in end of the period. So you can see the kind of energy and the workload he has. So there are other players like Blackman.
Oh, I think the internet. It's an internet problem right here. I think so, Chris. We're not hearing him.
Yeah,
And
we are
we'll be
not.
talking about the
Yeah,
national
Clarence, are
team.
you there? Well, we're talking an emerging sports in
Hello?
Liberia, beach soccer and its development. Coordinator Clarence Lee Trade is our guest on this platform. There looks to be an internet glitch from his side that took him off, but it's good
Someone
to get
called
him
me.
back, Clarence.
let's hear you, Clarence.
Yeah, I said somebody, a call interrupted.
Okay.
Okay.
As I was saying, yeah, we have been scouting a lot of players in the league who have been doing well in the league, like Blackburn Warrior goalkeeper, the one Watkins from Soccer Ambassador, who a top scorer and now is also a top scorer because nobody can reach his goal. He has about 17 goals in the league. So we have been making one or two selections. And what we're going to do as a committee, we'll make that provisional list available to the technical director or through the technical director to the how do you call it, technical committee that we can sit and talk about having a national team. Coaches that are in the league, we are looking at some of them have B lesson, other guys have C lesson, they have been there. So we can look at that and see how we can start with some basic beach soccer training and see how we can get a national team. The road to 1,000 mile, all we took will start from one. We started beach soccer 2 years plus ago. Today, we are climbing up there tomorrow. Who knows? So, I mean, we have a provisional list that we will send in. We can say it's a national team, but players who have been scattered during the league play. So we'll submit that list. Then from there, maybe our bosses can tell us, okay, let us start the training and see how best we can get a national team, which I think will be good for every one of us.
Coach Lee, forming a
Yes,
national
sir.
team, even the football team now, they struggle to get finance from national government. Bringing beach soccer, that is not popular in Liberia, and forming a national team. Don't you think this may put more burden on the FA that is currently, one may say, shouldering the responsibility of the youth teams because government cannot.
Well, in any situation, you cannot give up. Nothing like trying, and we can never say never. But looking at some other prospects, some other key points, like the team of Morocco want to come. They come in at their own expense. They want to come and test our team, our sword. Playing in Morocco, having a live match play against Morocco, I think we can solicit sponsorship. It's a matter of taking some bold step to certain things. Ghana coming, they coming on their own, pay their own hotel, their own ticket, flight, their own flight. The only thing we providing a bus to the training ground and play, and we have all these things there. I mean, maybe one other company on the side will say, look, I think I need to share some of our resources to beach soccer instead of regular soccer. People will be attracted to that. So we don't know, but we just have to take the bold step. You have to take the bold step.
How do you get teams to participate in the beach soccer tournament? I think you have nine
League,
or
league,
eight teams.
league in the beach soccer league.
League in the big soccer league. Sorry, how do you get teams? Liberia, Morovia is not
Hello?
Liberia. Also, how do you get teams?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. How do you get teams to participate in the beach soccer league? This is
I
the
could answer
second
that
edition.
question.
Hmm?
I could answer that question. But anyway, go ahead. How do you select the teams, or how did you come to having 5, 6 teams competing in the second edition of the Beach Soccer League?
First day when we started the Raji administration, we started with what do you call it? Awareness tournament. We played the first one at the Banana Silver Park, right opposite the Cotton Graduate School. We played the first one there, we played another one down West Point. We played I think 2 matches there, 2 leagues there. So in that we told the person "Look, we are doing this to have you familiar with the league, the system of this soccer, so we can have a league. And so in so doing, there were criteria laid down from the FA that we cannot go against. You have to register, have a business registration, article of incorporation, then you apply. So when all the documents come to the secretariat, we have the tournament. From the tournament, we see that, oh yes, they met application fit into, they met application, and his physical appearance fits into what we need for beach soccer, based on that, the club merited to become a beach soccer club. So it's still open. Even the technical director was telling me the other day that the next edition of the league, we need to have about 10 to 12 teams. So in so doing, our plan is to have a tournament. From the tournament, then we can get teams to come on board. Then now we'll be
Okay.
having two league, first and second league.
So now we're talking about growth in everything we do, in every sports. Okay, so how can we grow this sports with respect to developing more players? Okay, because for the most part, I've watched some of the big soccer games. We've seen, people that are playing football, growing up, young men and so forth. Other plans for also incorporate youngsters, 15, 16 years old, go in schools to encourage more people to play. So that in a matter of years' time, we get many young players and many people playing beach soccer instead of relying on the aging players that are currently playing the game.
Thank you so much. That's a good question. In writing our beach soccer program, we have a 4 years development plan, and at every level, there's some other important thing we have to do. We have in the plan to take the beach soccer league to ISA. That will have the students involved, the younger one. Also making a projection that the next edition we having a female beach soccer league. But we have to have some female tournament, beach soccer tournament to see how best it can fit in the way. Then we think about taking it out of Mosorado County to some nearby county. I've spoken to some folks in Nima County. The only thing is, oh, we don't have beach here. I said, no, it's not necessary that you have a beach. Landlord country them playing beach soccer, Mali them play beach soccer. You have a sand there, the balance sand according to the rules and regulations. It's not rough, it's not smooth, but balance sand. Should be 40 centimeter deep. We give you the dimension of 37 by 28 meters. You can have your beach soccer league, they will have to carry on workshop there. So we have a proposal towards ISA, the female the competition department to through the competition department to the female department to play female beach soccer, and also taking it to the country. Grand Bassa has spoken to Nima, Magibi is there right, Dwazona, get off beaches and things. So if we expand that, then we think certain time we'll start growing. Even I spoke with somebody in Maryland. I told them about it. I sent them a video clip. The guy said, oh, the people are interested, but we need to come there. So you have to find one or two sponsors. Two persons can go there, conduct a seminar, and get people involved. So that's the way we're trying to expand beach soccer. Beach soccer is not limited to Mosorado County or Monrovia, but for all Liberians and in the 15 political subdivision.
So, like you talk about older folks incorporating young kids coming to play beach soccer. Let's look at the technical arm of beach soccer. You want to take beach soccer out of Monrovia. To take it out of Monrovia, you need coaches, you need referees that will teach the laws of the game. What plans do you have? If Ben Gagba want to be a coach, will he just go with his lesson from the federation as a lesson B coach, or do you have special courses for beach soccer referees or coaches?
Yes, Chris, we are on that bridge. We climb.
I think another call
Hello,
coming.
hello, Clarence.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, hello,
Can you hear
Clarence.
me?
We didn't get you. You were saying we're on the bridge. He were asking
Yes,
you about the
yes.
technical development of the game.
Aspect, yes. We have climbed the bridge. We're on a bridge.
Do you get him?
We have climbed the bridge. We're on the bridge.
Oh,
That's all he said.
so, Colin, how many referees do you have? And if you want to expand the game, you need more referees, for example, and to go to neighboring counties like Magibi, Bomi, Bapolo, and Grand Bassa. How many more referees, you will need to add on the ones you have, to expand to expand the game?
I think
I think Clarence Lee is struggling with
his internet
his internet service.
is
We're
back.
hoping to have him. He's trying to be back.
Hello,
I'm not too sure whether he's
back.
back and ready. Clarence, are you there?
I'm back. I'm back.
What sort of support
I'm here.
do we need? What sort of support do we need to strengthen the referee's arm,
Coaches.
okay, and the coach's arm as well when it comes to increasing the number of participation as we tend to make the sports to grow?
I must commend the referee department through Mr. Ebenezer Kona and Mr. Lamy. They have been very instrumental. We have two big soccer referee workshop. The laws of the game. It was sent to me from Big Soccer Worldwide in Barcelona. I gave it to them. They studied it, including Ellis Nambo. We had the first workshop, the theory. They interpreted the laws of the
No war.
Clarence, are you there? Your internet is really a hindrance tonight. Well, I'm still seeing pictures of him
Yes, boss.
on the screen.
His audio.
But the audio isn't coming. This is Sports Talk on Intel Sports. Ben and Chris. Dimas Freeman just joined us. He's following. Doesn't say from where, but let's welcome you, Dimas Freeman, to the first edition of the week of Intel Sports program called Sports Talk. Clarence Lee Chair is our coach. Our guest tonight, we trying to reestablish contact with him. The internet inevitably has faded away. I'm still here with Chris. We'll come back to the beach soccer conversation when need be, but there are some activities, Chris, coming up this week with the Liberia Football Association. One Eric Sharif Owu is supposed to come to town to do some checking assessment visit of the Alpha Otama field.
I think
and
they
the
are
Virginia-
here because I saw the photo on Instagram page from FIFA to say FIFA is in Liberia.
Okay. The fault from us?
That cannot
Yes.
be.
It cannot be the fault not from us. We have it going off. You have to come a little closer to the telephone, and you have to check your internet. And I hope you don't receiving local calls. And that is going to shrink the internet service. Okay. Are you okay, Clarence?
I'm very okay.
So the ever question Chris and I have been asking is, how far are you prepared to go technically to increase the participation of referees and coaches to develop beach soccer?
Of the referee have been very instrumental to us, especially the referee department. We had a workshop with them. There were 12 referees selected and trained. They did theory and they did practical. The laws of beach soccer game, the modern law of beach soccer game 2023-2024 was sent to me. I gave it to them. They studied it, they interpreted it, and the referee have gone well with the game. Especially the female referee into beach soccer, they are very much on the top of their game. So I spoke with them. They are also encouraged to recruit more referees and be able to train them. Every time there's a coaching or course at the FA, everything, I went through the coach educator, Mr. Kessely, to announce that we need coaches for beach soccer. Then you come from the coaching place, you go straight to a first division team, come somewhere else. I've been talking to them, so he told me that the next coach will be putting down names of coaches who are in beach soccer. And we are speaking to somebody, Akosa. He's a beach soccer or coach trainer from the FIFA level. I got to know him through one Andre, the cousin to the former first lady when they came to open Invisible Park. So he's also willing to come to Liberia. So when we have the coaches then set, we should call upon him, he's going to come. So we cannot do all this without having a list of coaches because we can't send for somebody overseas and have only 4 5 coaches. At least we want to have at least 20 coaches. Then the FA will be able to see what they can do to invite the fellows to come and train our coaches. So the training aspect is one of the important things that we are looking at before the expansion of the league.
So that answers your question, Chris. Okay, they are so much more looking forward to developing that way. So let's come back to the league. The league ends this weekend. One round of match to go, a round of matches to go, and we all know that Cinco Beach Soccer Club will be crowned champions. They've retained the title. Will there be a formal ceremony where trophy medals will be presented to the winners, runners up? How is the LFA, the Liberia Football Association, intending to handle this aspect of the beach soccer league?
If the LFA have never taken beach soccer serious before, I think the particular aspect they are taking it keen because today was the topic, was held on discussion with the Secretary General. He went and met the president. He came back and said, all the president approved for it. All the medals will be bought. And even the president choose to be at the beach soccer closing ceremony, then the other closing ceremony. So I can just imagine how colorful it's going to be. We'll be having the medals for the winner, the runner-up, the symbolic check, the trophy for the winner, and the individual or trophy that has been merited, the MVP, the top, the golden boot, the golden glove. So I think the PHP park will be colorful by the grace of God. The coming Sunday at the close of the
Everything happened this morning. You might have read my mind.
Yeah, that particular area for honor District 8, the Secretary General prepared a letter which will be dropping to the District 8 representative tomorrow at his office. We'll be dropping it there. And all of dignitaries want to come in. I remember Cinco Beach Soccer Club District 9 representative say that's a district. He's coming in because his district has won the Beach Soccer League. So I mean, we'll be having a lot of dignitaries expecting to be there to grace the occasion.
How far do you intend, Clarence Lichie, how far do you intend taking beach soccer in the next 5 years? What may be your own projection for Liberian beach soccer?
Awareness to the people, making them to have a taste of the game. That will, okay, in a nutshell, I will apply what we call relationship marketing, the method of relationship marketing. There are 3 factors in relationship marketing. First of all, you attract the customer, you retain them, then you keep them. So we want to attract people by taking the beach soccer league. I mean, the tournament to other places, the other localities. Places that we know they are densely populated, people have interest in sport, and take the league there. When they are attracted, we encourage them by having some tournaments there. Then we have the league to retain them there. So we'll be using a relationship marketing method to expand beach soccer in the next 2-3 years to come.
And that should really be on top of the agenda. I know to develop any sports or any sport, it really takes time. But here is the thing. You've started with 5 teams, then 6 teams in the league. Somebody might just say that there's no competition because nobody is relegated, nobody is going to be promoted and so forth. So teams will just be competing to just win the award. And those that finish at the bottom don't care because they are aware that next season they're going to participate in the league. What is at hand with respect to creating a second tier in the league or competition so as to bring in competition between teams that are playing the first tier and teams that are playing the second tier? Because without creating a second league, where there will be relegation and promotion, you will see that there will not really be competition.
I can assure you, Ben, there will be great competition in the 3rd edition because
how will there be competition when there is no feeder league, or there is no second tier, where teams that are in the top tier will be relegated? I come in, Lee. Recall, Lee. Hold on. Recall, a few years back when Mustafa Raji took over, we had only 8 teams in the female league competing. In a couple of years after, that number of 8 was increased to 10. Today we have 12. Not only do we have 12, but we have the lower league that also has 12 teams in it. What that does is that it creates, or it has created, competition for those playing in the so-called Women's Upper League or the First Division League, as the executive committee passed a resolution to call it beginning 2024-2025 league season. In that First Division League, that the bottom 3 can be relegated to the lower league, and then you have the top 3 in the lower league being promoted. So how soon are we going to see this into beach soccer? Because once we don't see this, it is going to hamper the growth and competition of the sport.
You're going to see that very soon in the 3rd edition of the league. The competition department we've been having series of meetings concerning that. Even with the competition committee, I spoke with the chair of the competition committee. We're going to have a tournament before the league, inviting all clubs that want to take part. And in that tournament, we'll look at the first 6 in the tournament. From top all the way down to 6, we'll take them to be a second title team. Then we retain the first division, what we have now. Then from the when the league is going on, there will be both league, second title and first. So it means that anybody can go up, the other person can come down, then we'll see competition. Like I said, the 3rd edition of the league, we will start at the latter part of October. We have started the planning now, so it's going to be competitive. It's going to be stronger than what we are seeing, and I believe there will be a lot of stream pool to keep it to the top.
Coach Lee, if I heard you right, you will have a tournament before the 3rd edition of the league, and from there you select the 6 teams. So what happened to those that are already into the top flight if they go into that tournament and they don't finish in the top 6?
The tournament is for new people, newcomer. Because there are a lot of people that to come in. Most people calling me, coming to the FA office, and so we'll have a tournament. And for the tournament, we'll be able to determine this, and that. So those are just playing and will not take part.
Okay, so that number 5, 6 teams in the upper league, is that figure going to increase? Because I'm just thinking, having 9, 10 games, whole league season, it's just a short.
The teams that want to
increase the
come,
number of teams.
The teams that want to come, keep them into the 2nd division. They play, and next season, if they qualify to go, some of them up can come down to the new team.
So will you retain 5, 6 teams in the league?
How many teams in the league so far?
We have 6 teams in the league. So they play 2 league matches, 12 matches, the most going to play. Last year, it was 5. So they play 10 games. So my thing is, the number of
teams, you can play more games.
Yeah.
My thing, you can play more games. So you say you will play, each team will play 3 rounds of matches against each other.
No, that's just a 2. Let's start with 2.
And
2 home, 2 away. So 4 matches. Like for example, in the Scottish Premier League, they've got 12 teams, or dozen of teams in the Scottish Premier League. But they played each other 2 times home, 2 times away.
That's what I'm saying.
So they play each other 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, so they play 4 times 11. So they play 44 matches in the Scottish Premier League. So, Mr. Che, do you look forward to something like that? Playing 2 matches home, 2 matches away, where one club can play each other 4 times, so as to increase the number of games so the teams can be competitive, because 5, 6 teams playing the whole league season is just too small.
What we intend to do is to have a 2 leagues, the upper league and the lower league, 1st division, 2nd division. But mind you, we have 6. The weather is divided to 2 equal halves. We have 6 months or so, month for rain. So we're considering that. So what we're trying to do now, we're trying to think on another venue. Every one venue we cannot make, we have to think on another venue. If we cannot find another venue, then we have to look at the time. There will be Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday we should take into consideration, because why? According to the rules, the field don't have to be wet. The surface of the sand has to be 40 centimeters deep in a beach soccer. If it is level, then that beach soccer. So we have to consider certain factors.
So why don't we play during the dry season?
We're just about to ask that. Do we have a specific period?
We just concluded that with the competition department. We start the league at the any part of October all the way to December. Then we start the other one from February to April.
And you think it will be feasible?
Yes. Because competition, they are looking at it and say it will be feasible. So if competition say, who are we? They control the matters of the league.
Do you already see interest from players, fans, or the community for beach soccer? If not, what can you do to bring them closer to beach soccer? Like internationally, players win the MVP, they walk away with car.
The road to 1,000 master from one. Right now, on Sunday, the MVP will be having his prize. Something like I carry home and say, oh, I want to be soccer league as an MVP. Can hang in your house. Family member can see, friends can see, and all could be encouraged. The golden glove, the goalkeeper say, oh, I consider the least number of goal or I make the best of save. You see it. You have the overall MVP, you have the best coach. People boasting of all those things in that neighborhood that will encourage a lot of people. So when we start increasing, money start coming in, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Years back, players don't even getting that. Now players are getting car, female are getting car. People in the national, the senior male division are getting car. So it's not an impossible thing. It's not impossible. But we just have to take it gradually as we think we can to make it fit into our system.
Okay.
Someone
This is sports
just
talk.
send me this question. 1 minute.
Uh-huh.
They asking this question: what's the difference between normal football and beach football?
A lot of differences.
The rules, the size of the pitch, the length of time make it a difference. The regular football, if they fire you, Christopher, I can count as a teammate for you to play the ball. But in beach soccer, you the fire, you don't want to play the ball. And besides that, you
Wow.
have only 4 seconds. And the 4 second last, the ball is against you. So the rules make it different. There's no draw game in beach soccer. There must be a winner. Also make it different. You play 12 minutes first period, another 12 minutes third period, last 12 minutes, 36 minutes, 3 minute rest. So you calculate everything is 45 minutes, which is a regular football game, one half. And if that one draw, like 3-3, 2-2, you go to an extra time of only 3 minutes. And that 3 minute draw, you go to a penalty shootout. And when everybody feeling kicking and drawing toss or points, there's no draw game. And the points varies. If you win the 4 match, the 4 time is 3 points. You win the extra time is 2 points. You win on a post-match penalty is 1 point. If the toss or point is 1 point. So there are some differences between the regular game and beach soccer. Beach soccer full of a lot of great rules, technical rules, and it's very fast. That's what makes it different from the regular football game.
The last time I spoke with you, you talked about the Connect system. So, if you are using the Connect system for beach soccer now, and I play for Watanga, am I eligible to play in the beach soccer while I'm playing for Watanga?
It's technical in the sense that Watanga, example, are they registered as Watanga FC or Watanga SA Sports Association? Like for Mate Barrow, they have that there, Mate Barrow Sports Association, i.e. Majestic Sports Association. So Sports Association can come with our own beach soccer team. But if you come with or FC, then you have to admit your article of incorporation and have other players. For the players, you play in a regular game, in a regular league, you cannot do a double registration in the FIFA Connect system. So you have to make a choice.
So you telling me when the beach soccer starts to expand, where it becomes inclusive in the FIFA Connect system, no one player can play football at the same time play beach soccer and get enrolled in the same Connect system.
No, You can't really see connect system.
Let's say that's two different probably
Two different
competitions.
sports. Two different sports. Two different sports we're talking about.
They're giving
So,
opportunity to other people to be able to showcase their talent.
but currently, you still have people playing beach soccer and playing regular football.
Just people are playing soccer, playing regular football because the competition. Sometimes
You have natural beach soccer players in
Or
Liberia.
you have people who playing in the third division league and it's in the connect system and they're playing to the beach soccer.
Because beach soccer has not taken the connect system.
only the
They go to connect system, those players will be ineligible to play. So how? So what then is the consistency? Apart from right, what then is the consistency there when it comes to trying to improve the sports, the growth of the sports? When you start restricting the players that will participate there.
come again, sir.
What then you think is a consistency now? Because the thing is, we want to improve the sports for the sports to grow. So, from what you are saying, if we connect players to the connect system from beach soccer, lots of players are currently playing the league. They will be ineligible to play because most of them are in the connect system playing football. So, one, if we enroll beach soccer in the connect system, it is going to drastically reduce the number of players playing beach soccer in Liberia.
No, it won't reduce it. There are a lot of people who want to play beach soccer. People see that way on the other side. So there will be an education towards that. Publicity. We will use the press, the media to educate the people. You go to beach soccer, you go to beach soccer. If you come into the regular soccer, you come to regular soccer. This is what, mind you, if we're taking the other way around, we'll be harming ourselves. Some of the players selected for beach soccer national team and they sort of travel out. Then he's playing in the regular league. When he leave the team, will he be able to be replaced? There are a lot of Liberians. We got more than 2 million.
I think she plays basketball.
Kickball.
Come again.
I'm saying what you are saying that will harm the country if this player is playing for Watanga and he's selected as a beach soccer national team player and they have to travel. He would not want to go with the team. It will hamper the team. I'm saying it's about the player own decision. So I don't think that should be a reason for stopping people from playing in both probably what do I say sports, playing both sports, because you have other people who are multi-talented.
Then you make a choice. You're multi-talented, but you cannot be in 2 places at the same time.
So then he made an example with one athlete.
You say Masekwe. She plays football, basketball, volleyball, track and field, kickball.
What leagues go on simultaneously? They are 30-period interval. Basketball, do they have a connect system to the World Basketball Federation?
Basketball doesn't have a connect system.
FIFA will have one FIFA connect system under the FA.
Okay. So before that connect system stuff is being launched with the beach soccer football, how many players playing beach soccer you have estimated to have had by that time? Because we're now talking about number, not only quality now. We must get quality and get numbered as well, because a lot of people playing beach soccer currently are in the connect system. So by the time beach soccer shift the gear to connect system, it means that we need more players.
Of course. Of course. And what
are plans to get more players?
Yes. As the league is going on, there are a lot of people coming around. Sometimes some people come to me, sir, I want to play, I want to take part in the team. I say, go to the coaches. I send them to coaches. I say, that team, they're coach there. The other team, they're coach there. I don't see left players to go play for team. They have their coaches, they go there. So there are a lot of interest is growing. So they don't look at the interest growing. They don't look at it. And also the individual player decision. You see, like Emmanuel Gono for FC Callum, I think in Europe now. He started with Bissell. You're playing for 24th Street. I think that when you start,
there we go.
And he on the mid page.
That's
And we
wonderful.
withdraw from people. Let's say I go for a soccer club.
So, Chris, how do you see it? I
For me, I think
it's a technical thing.
it's
to be honest.
technical.
So, what I think, delay the Connect system with beach soccer for some time. Let the sport get popular, and let's expand the sport.
Because, yes, Ben, my thing is, Theo Wiapla may not be a starter at Invincible 11, but he comes to play beach soccer. He's good, but he still has the passion to play the normal football. But probably the team he's playing for is not in the picking order. So allow him to play beach soccer and play his regular football. Beach soccer, are they paying the players like that?
Obviously, they have to pay the players. Obviously, they have to pay the players. The LFA gives out cash prize. You were talking about giving symbolic check few minutes ago. This time around, how much the LFA is going to give to winners of this soccer football league for the second year running? How much is going to the runners up?
For some good reason, for some technical reason, I'll tell you, say, they'll be giving us something good, something that will be very appreciated.
It's good you disclose the amount to motivate others.
Last season, the winner took 200,000, the runner up took 150,000. I believe there's an increase. We got to know.
Can you confirm that there is an increase to that figure?
Sure, there is.
What is so
there's
big
increment.
that you cannot disclose the full
Because
amount?
he's not show us to.
But
what's
before you
the-
go into the league season,
No.
there must be
What I know-
disagree
yes.
that the champions will walk away
What
with
I
this.
know is that
You go into the second division, you know you'll win 10,000.
because it's a structural league that's been existing for decades and decades and decades. Even if not 40 years it's been running. And this is the second year this league is running. So it has to come with time. It has to come with sponsorship. I understood that they did a proposal cost around 52,000 for 3 years, right?
Yes.
52,000 for 3 years. That proposal, I don't know whether it has been bought by a firm that wants to sponsor beach soccer. So not until that has been resolved, they are still trying to look for sponsorship here and there. So most of what they spend comes on the comfort of the LFA. So I don't think, I agree with Clarence Lee Chair. It is not an advisable thing to give a cut and dry answer to your question. Like, okay, 5,000 will be given for beach soccer, 10,000 will be given for beach soccer. Why if he says it? Because on this platform, what he says becomes a policy. He's a coordinator. So why if you say we're going to get 300,000, 400,000 like Randall, and on that fateful night, 400K is not available? What does that mean?
Then, that's up to the FA and Lee Chie. We are running out of time. Lee, it was nice having you.
Yeah,
Your
yes,
parting
awesome.
comment as we take leave of you.
I want to say a big thank you to you guys, to the Liberian Football Association again, to our dynamic president, the executive committee, the vice president, the technical director, and the whole technical department, competition department. But I also want to encourage the general public, now forgetting the journalists, the mouthpiece of the people. When you guys have the Beach Soccer League, a lot of people got to know about Beach Soccer League because your voices are heard by thousands of Liberians, not millions, as compared to our alone voice. So Beach Soccer, let us make a holistic something for all Liberians. I need people to come there at the PHP Park Sunday to see how Beach Soccer look like and grace the occasion in a very formal manner.
Thank you.
Okay, Lee, thanks so much. Thank you. We couldn't get Nathan and Topa for some other reason. I've been seeing Kingsley Horace, trying to come on, but the internet is giving it some
It's in
tough time.
Greenville.
Yeah, in Sano County. So I can so much understand what is difficult for Kingsley Horace, but he's been reporting from the J.E. Green Stadium in these third division playoffs, okay, that is in the second round of matches. And there was a draw in Bopolu when the side from Bapolu play
Injured.
downtown.
Injured.
Injured FC played downtown. 1-1 was the result from the first leg. Downtown went ahead first before they were pegged back to 1-1 scoreline. But the last I learned that there was a protest far back downtown. We hope to get downtown president, Mr.
Poka Rabo. I spoke with him,
Yeah.
and he promised that we could do it another day.
Yeah.
And we hope to have him, because grassroots football or television needs to be publicized. So coming on this platform is good for them. But I don't know how protests will come about, because we have seen less protest cases in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I'm getting that Angel FC future players that were not into the system.
But
how did they play into that game?
I don't get it, but we need more answers than questions. Okay, but Poka Rabos, I think we try as best as we can to get him on Wednesday. We're also going to talk refereeing as well, because it's been some time we haven't placed the spotlight on referees, football referees. I must mention former Commissioner of Fire Service,
Alex Dixon.
Alex Dixon has agreed to sit on the platform on Wednesday. We'll talk referee, we'll talk about career that started with him, partially in Liberia, and then most of it in Ghana before he came back, and then he retired and became commissioner for Liberia National Fire Service for the last 6 years before the last election. So we'll get it on the platform as well. So it's going to be a packed one. I'm sure Chris will be here with me next Wednesday.
I will.
He's going to be taking a rest on Friday, and even Monday after that wedding, after we stormed that wedding on Saturday. I can guarantee that he won't be here next Monday. Trojan and I are going to kick the show rolling next week into the 26th week or so. But we've got to go, Chris. It's been a fascinating conversation.
A player who you really, really love, you love speech, has John Riamonja, Delphin Cloud.
Yeah, I think she's 6'2", 6'3". She has a very good height. I mean, not that she's a very extra player, but she has the ability to will. She's
on 17, so yeah, she could improve.
She's still growing. Yeah, she's not good. She will improve. But the thing about her I like is that desire, that zest, that hunger to play. I mean, the desire to fight. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy that she joined the club.
Soccer ambassador, yes, to Riamonja.
Fundamental structure.
3 years,
that can build up, and to a better career, But it's a good deal. And one other aspect of her that we didn't talk about, academic. She's absolutely fantastic.
And
very brilliant kid.
Judges spoke highly about her academic credential.
She articulates well. I mean,
maturity. I think that's good. Allowing Jessica Kwashi to go to Determined Girls and bringing Delphin in.
That's a replacement.
It's not a direct.
It's not leg for leg.
It's not leg for leg.
No, it's not leg
Jessica
for leg.
is a midfielder, attacking midfielder.
Jessica,
and Delphin is a.
Jessica, I don't know whether she's going to stay for long to Determined Girls, but
it's a season long.
They will be really gratified to have a player that Jessica Kwashi in the
team. And
they
are knocking on the doors of senior pro for Takonti Evelyn Takonti Jackson, the
top goal scorer in the league. I think she scores a lot. She's a good runner. She can run for the most agile of defender on a very good night. She's bound to have 2-3 one-on-one situations, okay, in every football game she plays, because the pace she has to run away from her marker on the halfway line is absolutely amazing. So what she only needs to work on is the final touch to put the ball behind the goalkeeper in the one-on-one situation. That's all. But I think she scored 6 times in the just ended Waffle from the A competition. That was amazing. I was sitting one time and say president said, people used to be off 14-0, 7-0, 10-0. And then we too can be somebody 7-0 too. But
And let's give it up to, as we take leave of this, let's give it up to Blackburn Warrior on a 17 team, winning the Helsinki tournament.
That was amazing, absolutely amazing. And I think when the Deputy Secretary General of the LFA comes back, Mohammed Sharif, will get a gist of that. But again, the big football games on yesterday, Spain won, Argentina won, Colombia and England. Sorry, you felt hurt yesterday?
I knew it was going to be a Spain Cup, but I was just waiting to see how far it was going to reach home. But probably it stopped on the highway and never took another road instead of going home. Tried to delay. It didn't go home. So
when is it going to go home?
I think if the mentality of the English players, the mentality of the media, the coach they will bring, if that change positively in the field, they are on the door going into a tournament, I think it will come home. But for now, the field, they are superior, they go to games, and I think the team itself is overrated.
I don't think so.
I think it is overrated because the players on that team, if you put them in a very strong team, few of them will be starter.
But how do you say overrated? I mean, Jude Bellingham can play in any team in the world.
I said few.
Phil Foden and Harry Kane, no doubt, is one of the best strikers in the world.
Phil Foden, I doubt.
Phil Foden?
I doubt.
Phil Foden?
Look at his performance in this competition.
I think he's the MVP of the Premier League.
Phil
Foden. But how do you doubt the ability of the MVP of the Premier League? No, I have a serious problem with you.
Probably you will have.
I think it's just good that we out of time to leave the show, but we're gonna really hold it tonight.
Phil Foden, you will find it difficult. Trust me. Now Phil Foden goes to the English team. He wants the guys to change the style of play to a Man City style of play that is not suiting him. So he's a player for Pep Guardiola. Leaving for Pep Guardiola, he's a different guy. You don't see that in him. If he's at Pep Guardiola, I think he has more freedom and he feels so relaxed. Leaving for Pep Guardiola, he's a different guy. You saw his performance.
Do you think he's mediocre?
Yes.
He doesn't play other than Pep Guardiola.
That's what I think.
It is because the coach too is mediocre. Gareth Southgate.
I think they will have to allow him to go, even though he took them to 2 finals. But going to the finals and coming back always frustrated. I don't think England need to keep Gareth Southgate.
Well, that's all time we've got for this presentation of Sports Talk on Intel Sports. Let me close by making it known to you that Divan Wonder Kid Tier has got his long-awaited debut playing for the Swedish side, Hammarby. He came off the bench and lasted only 6 minutes in that encounter. I have to say many thanks to all our colleagues who made this presentation the success, the production team, the guy on camera, and our lead organizer, Trojan, the Rio Ronaldo Chiazzolo. My name is Ben Gagbar. I've been sitting alongside with Chris Walker, who's getting married on Saturday. Good night.